mouse ears or something on there.
It is the big wall. Look at that compared to that truck. That's huge.
Alright, so I start tomorrow, but we stopped just to see the monument and the wall. I'll get some pictures. Legend is about to serenade us.
Well, as you're walking the trail of life, take care of each other, encourage each other, walk slowly and follow your dreams.
And I'm all repacked, ready for the trail, but I'm gonna unpack again when I set my tent tonight, because that's how it goes. And out here, Legend is making breakfast. I'm here at the terminus, southern terminus. Just had pictures done, which other hikers are getting shots. And I'm gonna head down the hill back to CLEEF looking for a tent stake, because I misplaced one this morning. Alright, so I'm starting on the hill. I gotta watch where I'm stepping because there's a lot of rivulets here. I came up the PCT from CLEEF, but I'm gonna go down and do the official start. And then, as I mentioned, I gotta find a tent stake because one just mysteriously disappeared this morning. I was taking my tent down, so c'est la vie. Maybe it's good to get some bad luck out of the way. We'll see. Alright, there's the first trail marker. I'm off. Gotta watch the footwork. I don't want to break an ankle first day out. I just left CLEEF right there behind me. Found a cool Pacific Crest Trail sign right here. And I am heading north. Officially on my way on the PCT. I know the light's not great, but I did want to say that Legend and Dagger at CLEEF are doing amazing things for hikers. Lori was there too, Legend's sister. She's so helpful. And they found me a tent stake. So my bad luck has been abated and it's exactly what I needed. I got it in a wonderful little tent stake presentation ceremony and they sent me on my way. Into the desert I go. Just came around the bend of this rocky area and there was an adorable little cottontail bunny. Sadly I scared him. I couldn't get a picture, but he was cute. And then around the bend there's this. I'll let you do the math. Canada's still pretty far away. There's a cool remnant of a tree. And I just heard a bunch of hooting and hollering. And I remembered it's Saturday, so down there in Campo, somebody's probably having some kind of ball game. Hope they're having fun. Well, the landscape has changed a bit. Mike up there in the lead just stopped to point out some poison oak for us, which is very helpful because I don't want to run into that. I know I'm going to see it, but I don't want to be wearing it.
And it goes up, so it burns, but it just keeps living on those little strands.
Oh, that's cool. This
And
is manzanita.
Manzanita. Get a little pink flower.
We went through a bit of more verdant landscape for a minute, but now we are back in the rocks, and these are beautiful. Very tall. And check that out. Some of these rocks just positively look like they were placed there. The wonders of nature. Looks a bit like somebody used that for target practice. And there's railroad track for miles. We have been zigzagging along for a while since we crossed the train track, which is right there. And the wall is there because the beginning of the trail kind of goes more west than north towards San Diego for a little while. All right, this is mile 4.4 and water is flowing nicely, thank goodness. We just had a nice little lunch break and I think I'm gonna hit the trail and try to do another 6 miles or so this afternoon and then see how I feel. Just over 5 miles, and even though we had that nice little break down there by the stream and the weather is beautiful, couldn't I ask for a prettier day for a start day? I am starting to feel it. It's not even noon, just about noon, and I feel like I'm losing a lot of fluid. I've been drinking as much as I can, but I feel like maybe because it's drier out here that I don't feel like I'm sweating a little bit, but not a lot. But I feel like even the air is just taking any moisture that appears on your skin and just what's the word? It's taking any moisture that appears on your skin and just whisking it away right away. So I'm being real careful about drinking and trying to get to about mile 10 where there's a pond and I can fill up and hopefully camp for the night. So that is the plan. I got a couple other folks hiking with me, near me. So there's Billy from Belgium and Mark from Australia and Mike from most recently Northwest, Pacific Northwest. So it's good to have some people to share the hike with, and I'm having a good time, but definitely trying to stop anytime I can find a shady spot and just rest a bit. I just had a nice long break in the shade and I am still feeling it as we climb up this hill. Not too much further than it levels out according to 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙥𝙧, which is now far out app.
I remember somebody mentioned the pond.
We just discovered a valley.
I remember reading about it.
All right, this plant is called 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪𝙩. It is very pretty. And the bees like it too. It does smell good. Hello, bees. I just turned around and look at all these rocks. Real unique formations. Are unique to me since I'm from the East Coast. I don't know, out west, maybe this is the norm, but I think it's pretty awesome. There is yet another rock that looks like somebody plopped it there. And on the other side of this big rock, there is the valley. We might be heading down towards that valley. I'm not really sure right now. But tomorrow is 𝘼𝙗𝙫𝙗𝙪 Creek, 𝘼𝙗𝙫 Canyon, so we'll have a big climb down and a huge climb up. Well, 700 feet in a mile, so pretty steep. We've passed so many interesting rock formations today, like this one, and I'm realizing that they're a lot like looking at clouds and trying to find shapes and animals and faces in clouds. I'll let you choose what that one is. It's pretty wild how that rock is eroded out. Looks like somebody wants to set it up for climbing or shelves, maybe. Just came up a pretty brutal climb. And look at the mountains over there. It's a bit of a reward. And I'm actually almost to my destination for the night. Well, day one is just about in the books. It's a little after 4 and I am camping with Mike and Mark at this place that's off a dirt road. And we were told that it had a nice pond and good campsites. And the campsites don't look too bad. We're just setting up now. But the pond is really kind of icky and has a little bit of green algae on it. So it's kind of sketch. There's a windmill that supposedly had water right at the base of it, but that's all turned off. And then there is a cistern that's got a lot of rusty water in it. So I brought 𝘼𝙗𝙫𝙗𝙪, so we are filtering the water, treating the water, boiling the water. I'm going to save it as water of last resort. However, I've only got a liter left and then like just a little more than half a liter of a juice drink because we were relying on the information that we had been given and didn't bring more water from mile 4.4, and now we are at 10. Mark, bless him, carried more water than he thought he would need. So I think he's got about 2.5 liters. And Mike and I each have, a little over a liter. So plus my juice. So anyway, we might be able to make it 10 miles tomorrow, but we've got to do 𝘼𝙗𝙫𝙗𝙪 Creek, which is a big down and a big up before we can get to Lake Moreno. So we're cutting it close. And hopefully this water will filter out clean. Hopefully Sawyer and Be Free will live up to their advertising.